This is Pastel. This home's located in Bicton. It's a southern suburb of Perth, and it's a beautiful leafy green suburb. This block is especially located on a peppermint-lined street, which is quite beautiful as long as you don't have to pick up the leaves. But also with close cafes nearby and the river just down the road, so you certainly start to integrate that within the design of the home.
So when designing this home, we obviously wanted something that was going to be longevity for the family, so timeless in design and also suit their needs. They came in definitely wanting a single-storey home, easy maintenance, good for kids, family living, light and bright, so the use of natural light was really important for them, and just keeping a really simple material palette.
I think there's this beautiful idea of living on one level and living through the spaces, and then seeing also those borrowed views through the spaces. This site was really, we internalised all those views. We didn't have any distractions outside of the site. So it was all about the architecture of the site and the gardens and the indoor-outdoor living and how they all interrelated. The style of this home's really quite unique. And in a single level home, you want to create some beautiful interest and some street appeal. So as you walk up to the face of this home, you've got this beautiful timber that just wraps around, it sort of hides the garage door. It flows from outdoors in. So we walk through the front door and the timber follows us through into the home. And then to the right there's this beautiful concrete roof that just stands out, and it flows again, that ceiling of concrete from outside to in. And that's bookended at the back of the home with the alfresco space, where again you've got this beautiful soft curved lines with the shadows playing on the footprint of the home. It's quite beautiful.
Even when we're first designing the home with the architect, as an interior designer, I'm brought on very early, just to get an understanding on how the client lives and understanding their space to make sure that the functionality of the inside is actually going to work. The architect and I work very closely together, and then when they're designing the home with all the beautiful curves and the materials, we like to reflect that internally. So with the interior, you can see subtle hints of curves and softness, which also reflects the architecture of the home. It comes across still very textual and warm, but not over the top. So the client definitely had a brief with their materials. They love concrete, they love timber, and they love texture. So it was actually quite easy coming up with a colour scheme, and we just kept it really simple, introduced some beautiful sort of grid textual tiles that just gave it a point of difference and wasn't down the typical track of what most people put. My favourite space is the kitchen. I think it's really simplistic, but it also reflects the curves that the architecture has. And it's really warm and inviting, and you can just imagine yourself with a family here cooking a beautiful dinner and just really enjoying it.
By opening up these beautiful doors, they can flow indoor and outdoor and entertain with all their friends. And then the home can be broken down as well and shut down into various zones. So the young boys could be going to bed a bit earlier or be in their space to play games and whatever, and separate from the adults. And so that was really important as well.
So the home, I think the beauty of it is when they move in, it's going to constantly evolve. Probably in 2 years' time, as the family grows, it will look different. But the beauty of this design is it will be timeless.
All these homes are developed through this beautiful level of collaboration. It's with the designers that are involved. The client's a really important aspect to that because that's where the inspiration starts with their lifestyle. And then the team, in the Urbane office are amazing, and they put all those elements together and bring it to fruition. And always has to be this multidisciplinary approach to collaboration because there's so many elements involved in creating a family space. So input from all those stakeholders is an important part of that process. It's all about listening, and if you're a good listener, you can collect all this information and then put all those pieces of the puzzle together to create a beautiful home.